Hi everybody, welcome to the MandRreviews 118, and this is like a two-person channel. My name is Ryan, by the way, and what I'll be doing, my part of this channel, is what I'm doing right now, making the video and talking about the game/movie, and of course we'll be doing other stuff for fun. But the main thing you want to see on this channel is video game reviews and movie reviews. As you can see behind me, you got Amazing Spider-Man, the Avengers, and there's more posters around here somewhere. So that's pretty much what we're going to be based on, is games and movies. So, and my buddy Matthew, he's pretty much running the channel. He's the one who's got the descriptions going, got the tags going. You know, he's pretty much like the organizer and keeping the channel looking really good. So he's a huge part of this as much as I am. So we're going to get started. First of all, our first thing we're going to talk about, our first review, is going to be a video game review. And this game was pretty anticipated because it is a sequel/prequel. It's like in the middle between the movies. And we are talking about Aliens Colonial Marines on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and the PC. So, with this game, I want to label this out into pros and cons. First of all, I'm going to start out with the pros. The pros is the game it's pretty good. I think it's pretty well designed. You know, this is my opinions I'm giving. I think the game's pretty well designed. I just think the game had, well, I'm going to go into a con right here. I'm going to do one pro and one con. So the first con I'm going to say is the game lacked graphics a little bit. The graphics were good, you know, HD graphics, but for this generation of gaming, it wasn't the best graphics. AVP had better graphics, I think. And so another con is that this game is extremely like Halo. And the reason why I'm giving that as a con is because I really like Halo. And they got this going kind of like Halo, and that's a con. It makes the gameplay real enjoyable, and it makes the multiplayer pretty fun. So we're going to go back into another con, and the thing about this con is it was very disappointing. It's a very disappointing con. It lacked characters. There just wasn't enough characters in the game. You know, I figured it would have a lot of Colonial Marines, like you kind of be like an army, you know, going against aliens and stuff. It just lacked character-wise, and there wasn't many characters. There wasn't many Marines in the game. There wasn't much of anything. It was mainly, it was like the movies. That's good, you know, that it was involved around characters. But I mean, this is a video game. You know, I mean, you expect something better. But, you know, I just wish it had more characters in the game. It lacked several characters. But what was really good about it, I want to use Hicks for example, and this is a pro. It had the voices from the movies. Hicks, Michael Biehn. And if you don't know who Michael Biehn is, if you've never seen any of the Aliens movies, I know you've seen Terminator. Everybody's seen the Terminator. Michael Biehn is Kyle Reese. So that's pretty cool. And he still kind of sounds the same. That's pretty good. He's pretty old now, but he's still got that voice, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, another pro of this game is that it was made by Gearbox, and I think that's a good pro because Gearbox. I'm a huge fan of Borderlands. You know, I'm a huge fan of Randy Pitchford. Randy Pitchford has never let me down. He came close to letting me down in this game. But overall, he still hasn't let me down yet. But Aliens Colonial Marines, consider yourself lucky. So, but Gearbox is great. It's the thing about Gearbox. It's not, you know, how they make the game and stuff. Which, you know, Gearbox didn't make the game. It was just involved with the game, and they had their fair share of making the game in it. But they just make the gameplay real enjoyable. You know, it ain't like Borderlands, the addicting gameplay. But this gameplay here was pretty good. It'll get you in it. You know, when you play it, you're going to want to play it for a couple hours at a time. So, with that being said, I can't really think of another con in the game except for the aliens. The last con I wanted to say is the aliens. They were kind of the same as they were in AVP, except they're more, you know, if you're going to make a game that's going to go off the movies, you know, you can't just make things different. I know it's a video game, but I mean, the aliens were a lot like they were in AVP, and I didn't really like the aliens in AVP. You know, they stood up on their 2 feet, walking and stuff, and running, you know, and when you kill them, they just kind of, you know, do that and stuff. They fall back. Everyone you kill, they just fall back. It's repetitive. And it kind of gets a little aggravating, too, because you expect something different. And, you know, oh, and I got one more pro to say, too, but I'm going to say with the aliens didn't change much in AVP, but they should have been better in this game. I was expecting it to be that a little bit better. But the final pro is that the motion tracker. Now, I did hate the way AVP had it, which it was more helpful in AVP, because you can see it on your screen. You can shoot, you can look and everything. But I really just like how they went with the movies, how you had to pull the motion tracker out. It just made you feel like you were there, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was great. Unlike AVP, where it was down in the lower corner of your screen, you know, that was alright. It made the same sound, made the same everything, you know, but I would just prefer holding it out. And another thing I'm just going to throw in here, this ain't really a pro, this ain't really a con, it's just kind of something I kind of wish they would leave out, because it gets annoying when you can't find it. It's legendary weapons. I haven't found much of legendary weapons. Like, the only legendary weapon I used was Hudson's pulse rifle, and that gun was a beast. So it's kind of like a side stuff, you know. If you want to take the extra time to hunt for a legendary weapon, you know, go all for it. So to conclude this video, I want to say, the game's been out, Tuesday will make 2 weeks. So it's been on a little bit over a week and a half. If you still have not got this game, I would recommend it by the basics. If you like movie-based games, that's pretty much what I gotta say about this game. If you recommend it, if you like movie-based games, but I'd also recommend it because the gameplay is good. The gameplay is good. The weapons and stuff, they're pretty good. You get a lot more weapons than you did in AVP. There was like 4 or 5 weapons you got in AVP, and that was kind of a letdown. You know, so I would recommend it for gamers if you haven't got it, but the bad thing about it is it was a little disappointing. I expected it to be a lot better than this, but you know, what can I say? It's a video game. I just expected it to be a little better. But anyway, that's what I think. And if you liked what you've seen here, you know, let us know here on MandRreviews 118. And the numbers 118 don't really mean anything. We just had to put numbers in there. So MandRreviews 118 will also be reviewing movies and stuff, and we'll be reviewing other stuff. We'll be reviewing devices, and we'll do other stuff. We're not just going to do reviews. We'll have some other fun stuff we're going to throw in there. But anyway, thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you guys later.